I'm an addict for sneakers.
What's good? Back up in the building. It's your boy DJ Delz back with a brand new sneaker podcast here at the Sneaker Addict Show. Before I start, please, if you like listening, if you like watching the shows, always hit the like button to let me know that you like listening and watching. I pay attention to that. And make sure to also comment. And if you want to go above and beyond, share this. Let your friends know about the show. Twitter, Facebook, Google+. Helps it grow and helps me to just stay focused and keep giving you material on a regular basis. With that said, let's get into it. Kevin Durant. Everyone wants to know my opinion on this guy and what I think he should do with this whole situation that's going down. If you don't know about this situation that's going down that I'm speaking about, I will tell you right now. Kevin Durant's contract with Nike is expiring. And people want to know what my thought is on this situation. I think KD needs to stay with Nike because he got great stuff with Nike. But I can understand why he would possibly leave. I'm going to explain why. First, my opinion on KD. I think he's got a big heart. We've seen the whole speech. Mom, you're the real MVP. It touched so many of us. It was an amazing speech. He didn't even write that. Like, that just came straight from the heart. No script. It was a beautiful moment. And, you know, a lot of people were really touched by it. I thought it was really nice. I tell you, he has a big heart, man. And I always try to watch as much Sports Center and NBA TV, even during the off season. And, you know, I'm always on YouTube searching and checking out interviews. KD really seems to care a lot about the youth. And when he came into Nike, his whole thing was that he wanted the shoes to be shoes that the kids could actually own. You know, you didn't have to be rich to own his basketball shoe, being that he's a professional athlete. From my understanding, he remembered when he was a kid and not being able to afford some of his favorite basketball players' shoes, so he wanted to keep the price low. I'm going to show you a picture right here if you're checking it out on YouTube. We'll start off with the first model right here, the KD1. The retail was $88 and it released in '09, designed by Leo Chang, and this was the first shoe that released. My opinion on the shoe, I thought it was dope. Price was $88, and these were affordable, $88, and then the KD2 released. These retailed for $85 from my understanding, so they actually went down in price, the KD2. I may be off on price a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. And these right here were very affordable. Again, designed by Leo Chang, and these were dope. One of my favorite KDs, the KD2. So next we got the KD3. The KD3, my opinion on the model was really hot, except for that hole on the tongue. I didn't like the hole on the tongue. The All-Star shoe, it was so fresh though. The colorway was really, really nice. It was basically all red, and I love red. If you know me and you know the show, I'm a big fan of red sneakers. Way before, you know, the Yeezy 2 Red October hype, I've always been a fan of red shoes, and it's just what I like. It's one of my favorite colors. The red All-Star shoe of this is so sweet. If you haven't ever seen what it looks like, check out the review on them. I did a review on them. Just search KD2 All-Star DJ Delz. You'll find it. But that one was really dope. But getting to the actual pricing of the shoe, it retailed for $88. So, you know, it bounced from $88 to $85 and now back to $88. $88, that's affordable for a pair of sneakers in 2011. It's pretty damn fair. I mean, you know, most households could get that shoe. Then the 4 came out. This is where the KD model took off. It was like, whew, people were loving it. Was great on feet. Was great for hooping. Just a winner, casually and on the court. Heads really enjoyed the strap of the shoe. The whole silhouette was nice. Awesome colorways. And this was a hit. And they raised the price to $95, which was a pretty dramatic raise at the time. I know some heads right now are listening and they're like, oh my god, you're saying it's a dramatic raise? Like, you're going to actually use that word? But when this shoe came out, it was kind of like a dramatic rise, because for the past 3 years, it was $88, $85. And for it to go from that to that was a big price hike. And in 2011, the prices weren't really like it is now, where one year the shoe would come out, then the next year would be up $10, $15. Prices weren't rising like that. It wasn't like now where it's like $10, $20. It just keeps going up year after year. And that's just insane. And the reason why that happened was because I think Nike was testing the waters with stuff like this, and the consumers were accepting it. And as you'll see here by what I'm showing you, you know, they were just tiptoeing, you know what I mean? Tiptoeing away, seeing what they can do, raising the price a little bit after a little bit. And then as you can see, by them raising the price up a little bit on this fourth model and people being okay with it and it's just flying off the shelves. I mean, these were pretty much flying off the shelves, these shoes. There was a couple of colorways that were marinating a little bit, but for the most part, this thing was a smash hit when this released. And as you can see, it went from $95 to the next model, which on the fifth model was $115. That's a huge price hike if you're looking from the first model to the fifth model. I mean, the first model was $88, the second model was $85, the third model was $88, the fourth model was $95, and then they hit us with this price right here, $115. And in my opinion, the first model was way hotter than this model. And that's just my opinion. You may disagree with me, and that's okay, you know. But I think majority of people are going to agree with me, and I think majority of people that are listening right now are going to see where I'm getting at, why KD may want to leave. Because I truly don't think KD wanted this. I think that KD just didn't have a choice. When you're under contract with someone, things change, you know. I'm sure the contract wasn't that the shoes were going to stay under $100. Nike has control over the pricing. I'm sure KD, being that KD really shows a lot of times, if you follow KD, he really cares about the youth. He really sincerely does. I don't think this is a gimmick. I think he really cares about the young people. And I'm sure he didn't like this. And I have a funny feeling he doesn't care about making millions and millions and millions of dollars. I may be wrong. When he did that speech, he was just so grateful that, you know, he was able to take care of his mom and being able to just play professional basketball for a living. And I'm not saying that KD doesn't like money. I'm just saying I don't think that he cares about boatloads full of money. I think from my take, from following him, I think he is content with just being successful. He's not like some other players that are just trying to like get as much money as possible. They want boatloads of it. I think he's happy with just being successful, being able to do what he loves, and being able to take care of his friends and family. I don't think he cares about these big offers that are on the table now. I think it's more than that. And things like this, I just can't see KD saying, let's raise the price up to $115. Last year it was $95. Man, let's just kill him this year. You know, these kids are buying all my shoes. Let's just hit them over the head. $115. We're going to go from $95 to $115. I really doubt KD wanted that to happen. If you follow him, I really doubt that that was the case. You see on the fifth model, it's $115. And then the sixth model went to $130. I mean, damn, $130. Do I think the shoe's not worth $130? I think the shoe's worth $130. But the thing is with me, it's the principle that they launched this KD shoe line. And it was all about it being affordable, keeping it under $100. And then they slowly just turned it on us, you know? They were tiptoeing and sneaking in and just raising the price a little. And then once everyone bit onto the bait, they kind of just pulled the line and just the hook just went in all of our mouths. And we're like, all right, well, whatever. We're just going to buy it now. We're just going to buy it now. And people forgot how KD's line was in the beginning. That the line was all about it being affordable for the youth and giving you a good performance shoe. And all that for the youth stuff went out the door, and now it's just a sneaker. So I just want to put that out there, and I think that may be one reason why KD may leave. I guarantee there's not a week that goes by, we'll say 2 weeks that goes by, that KD, when he's out and about, there's not 1 week or 2 that goes by that a parent or a kid says to him, man, what happened with you? Your sneakers used to be affordable. I used to buy all your sneakers every year. My kid, you know, we used to buy your shoes because they were affordable. They were Nikes. My kids liked wearing them on the court for their high school team. And now your shoes cost $150? What the hell happened to you, KD? Because they were buying his shoes every year because they were affordable. And then the price just went from affordable to expensive, like most of the other Nike shoes that are out there. And I know there's some people that are listening, and they're not really listening, they're just kind of hearing what I'm saying, because they probably already commented, or they're thinking about commenting, and they're saying, dude, you say it all the time. If you can't afford the shoe, buy what you could afford. But that's not the case here, because when Nike put out the KD shoe, it was all about it being affordable for 4 years, and then they just switched up. I just broke it down price-wise. It went from it being under $90 for 3 years, $90 for the 4th year, and then the next 3 years being over $100. And his elite model is at $200 already. So you got to see what I'm saying. And if you got money, you may be like a single guy who's in their 20s, 30s, you got your bread, you can't look at it in that lane. You can't say, oh, it's $150. Delz, you got that guap in your pocket, you know, that's nothing. Just peel it off and keep it moving. Cop them KDs. You can't think about it in that lane. You got to think about it in the lane that they brought to us. This shoe was all about something for the youth, for the kids, something they could afford. Something parents could afford for their kids, you know. That's how it was presented for many years, and then they just like muted that, and then now they're just putting out the shoe at a regular Nike price point. You got to look at the whole thing. You can't look at it just like, oh, whatever, it's just another Nike shoe, it costs this. That's not how they presented the Kevin Durant shoe when it came out for 4 years. For 4 years, man. It's not like just for 1 year they did it. 4 years. So, if you think about it, it's damn well at double the price that the first shoe came out in. And that's crazy. It's almost at double the price. The Elite is more than double the price than the first model he came out with. And when he came out with his shoes on Nike, it was all about them being affordable for the youth. And once again, I'm not pointing fingers at KD, because of the fact that I don't think he really had control after a while. Of course, Nike wanted him to sign on that dotted line. They probably told him, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we'll keep it affordable, yeah. And then 4 years later, they've raised the price up. I may be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about KD. Maybe everything that I'm reading and seeing on TV about KD, maybe I'm reading him wrong. Maybe he is all about the Benjamins, baby, but I don't think so. I think that this guy is not all about the money. I don't think he's like some NBA players where he's all about that boatload of money. And you see the 7th model is so fire. Such a sweet looking shoe. Looks great on feet. Looks great casually. Awesome on the court. We're at $150. It's worth it, I think. $150, I think it's worth it. But what happened to before? What happened to, you know, the shoe being more affordable? I think it has to do with Nike, and I can see him leaving because things have changed. I may be wrong. This is just my guess, me just looking at things and me just, you know, seeing what I see from the outside in. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I am. I think I'm reading this pretty well, I think. I may be wrong, and if I'm wrong, that's fine. I'm sure you're still entertained regardless if you disagree or not. It's still an interesting topic. Leave your thoughts in the comment box. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked listening. Make sure to share this on your Facebook and on your Twitter. Let your friends know about this. Tell your friends to listen to this. Share this. I want people to hear this. I want the world to hear this, and, you know, people come back and put their 2 cents into things. And let me know, do you want KD to leave or to stay with Nike? And really put your opinion on the whole thing. Or if you want to just say something short, I want him to go with this brand, I want him to go with that brand. Leave your thoughts. And I definitely changed my mind. I want him to leave Nike. I just convinced myself. That's crazy, right? I just convinced myself, just spewing out my thoughts to you all. And I just convinced myself, I want him to leave Nike now. So I want him to leave Nike. I said in the beginning, I want him to stay with Nike. I want him to leave. Kevin Durant knows what's hot too. He's not going to put out a trash shoe. Man, I have faith in him if he would go to another brand. I think he would be just fine. Leave your thoughts. Make sure to catch up on all the reviews. Look in the description box below. Hit the like button if you love the show. Share this, Facebook, Twitter. Let your friends know, as I said once. I probably said it 3 times already. But I'm serious. Let them know, because I want people to hear this. I want people to hear what I got to say. And I need you, the people, to launch this further out, you know? Facebook, Twitter, Google+, share it. Sharing is caring. Show your boy that love, and I'll continue to keep giving you episodes on a daily basis. And don't forget, I'm on iTunes too now. So search me, DJ Delz, or search the Sneaker Addict Show, or search DJ Delz, maybe a combination of both, and subscribe to me on iTunes also. You may be listening already on iTunes. Shout out to you if you're listening on iTunes. Whatever works for you. As long as you're listening, I'm happy. You don't have to listen to iTunes if you're on YouTube. Whatever is more convenient for you. I just know that some heads enjoy listening on iTunes. Everyone be good out there. Be safe. Follow my social networks. Look in the description box below. Catch up on all the reviews. Download my music. It is free too. I'll put all that information in the description box below. And if this is your first time listening, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because it's your place to be if you want sneaker reviews and podcasts on a weekly basis. And with that said, we out.
DJ Delz, you know I love you, love you, love you.
Haters just mad that we winning his plans. More status, y'all just follow commands. Young, rich, and just don't give a damn. No new friends, all about the Benjis and fam. Original like Adidas, top 10s be the meanest. Wavy since a fetus, big ego, I'm conceited. I don't give a fuck about you or your weak crew. Talking all that rah-rah till you see us come through. Then you're quiet, not a sound or an action. Trolling online, but a personal reaction. I don't care what you say, I'm doing me. Bigger threat, DJ Delz, free Max B.
I don't care what you want, care what you need. Care who you with, care who you been. Doing me, I'm doing me.
DJ Delz, you know I love you.
You got some neighbors around you like to talk a lot. Smile, say how you doing, but when you off the block, they the ones talking shit about you. Some will even rap to pigs about you. But for the most part, I gotta love my neighborhood. Got a problem, just holler you good. It's a beautiful day on the block. Chillin', cracking jokes, people the youngins taking notes. Classic Snoop blasting out the window. Talk about drinking gin, smoking Indo. Pretty thing next door, fattest, nice rack at the barbecue tonight. I gotta bag that.
It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. My homies getting paid in my neighborhood. Sunshine bright